What's up, family? Do a quick video. There's so much going on. This is the October 1st, 2020. There's a lot going on in the world. We had the United States of America had the Trump presidential debates, or Trump Biden or whatever, and that's something I kind of wanted to go over, but again, when I just go back and really watch it, it wasn't good on either side. There is a narrative, and I'm not defending Trump, but he didn't really renounce white supremacy. He didn't vehemently denounce it. He didn't denounce it strong enough for my personal taste. Would have liked to have seen some more on that, but immediately after asking Chris Wallace, "Hey, will you denounce white supremacy?" He said, "Sure, I denounce it." He did. He quickly denounced it, and then the moderator, as well as Joe Biden, all of them are white supremacists or white supremacist sympathizers. They've all benefited from white supremacy. So all of them quickly moved on from that subject. That's the truth. Chris Wallace, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump. They all just moved on from there. I think that what that says more than anything is that black people, you have to stop looking for a white savior. You have to let that go. You will never have that. It was not going to happen. We have one savior. That's the creator of heaven and earth, Yahuwah, the mighty one, the holy one of Israel. There is no other savior. Which kind of helps me move into my next thing, is our condition in this nation is terrible. I suppose, like the white man say, we should be thankful. We should be grateful. And I've even had some black people tell me how thankful they are that our ancestors were subjected to this cruel and unusual punishment for centuries, because it has given them the opportunity to live in nice houses and drive fancy cars and whatnot. But no, it's not good. And we are in danger now of a persecution just, because of who we are. Not just the color of our skin, but who we are. We are the children of Israel. We are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are our ancestors. We are not Africans. And I'm sure that if you watch and see these people that go back to Ghana and Uganda and Nigeria and all these different places, the people there don't embrace them and welcome them back like family. You can see it. I think some of us can. It's like, no, it's not our people. And that's okay. All melanated people, all brown people, as some, as we've been called black. I mean, you can look at me and tell I'm not black. I'm brown. And I can look at you and tell that you're not black. I had a class one time, and I was teaching the students, and I said, what color is this? And I held it, it's black, black, black. And I said, well, what color is this? And, and they were like, oh, yeah, that's black too. Well, how can they both be black? So I pulled out $1, because, kids, they act right with the right motivation. So I said, pulled out $1. I said, hey, whoever can tell me what color this is gets $1. Brown, because we're brown. But white supremacy has robbed us of our identity, our history, and so much. I mean, we're in this age of information, we're learning a lot. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. The knowledge is out there. But we're not black, and there's no place for black people. No black land, black this, black that, Blackania. We don't have that. Wakanda. Because, that's another, I don't want to even go there. We don't have anything as black people, but as Israelites, we do have something. However, it has been given to foreigners and outsiders, and they're protecting it with guns and armies and all kinds of stuff. So getting back to what I was saying, our salvation and our deliverance here in America will come from the Most High. we have tried, as so-called black people, we've tried everything. We tried to arm resistance, got guns, and we're gonna go do this and go do that. We got political parties. We join forces with this group and with that group, and in everything we've ever joined forces with, this group and that group, they benefited. And here we are, still disenfranchised, still going through what we're going through. One thing that we have not tried as a people, have not done, is to return to the laws and the statutes and the commandments that the Most High gave our ancestors. If you can accept, if you in fact are and can accept, you know what, I am an Israelite. I see everything. I see the history leading up to this point. In some situations, some people have traced their ancestral genealogy, and although I have never heard of anyone tracing it through DNA or whatever directly back to the land of our ancestors, I have a friend, and her grandmother, before she passed, she traced hers back to an Ethiopian slave sold from Ethiopia. Now, that's a pathway of our ancestors. We have to understand how the diaspora spread us out and how we dispersed and in the patterns in which we moved. You could say scattered, like if you took some confetti and threw it up, you don't, it goes everywhere. But there was mass migrations and movements, and that's another thing. But what we haven't done is to forsake the guys that the slave master gave us. That's your Arabian slave master from Sub-Saharan, I talked about this before, Sub-Saharan slave trade, and your European slave master from beginning with the Romans all the way till now, the European slave trade. They gave us gods. They gave us names. They gave us identities. And we got to shed all those things. We have to shed them and wholeheartedly seek the Most High God, our Creator. So anyway, that's it. That's the message. There ain't nothing no deeper than that. If you look at some of the writings, it says, like, when they talk to the Most High, it's like, we and our ancestors have sinned against you, God, by transgressing from your law, worshiping other gods, and committing abominable acts that you told us not to do. And they go to the Most High in that contrite spirit and say, hey, now, Most High, if you turn this captivity, if you turn this situation around, we'll serve you. We'll stay faithful to you, and we'll keep your laws. That's written. And in some cases, the captivity that the Most High had them going into, or whatever was coming. And it was like, of course you're going to try to negotiate and bargain your way out, but you reach a point where you have to have the judgment that you have, So in our situation now, I think that we still have a chance as a people to see some great miracles just for us. Ain't nobody else did it, just for us. And the Most High God, I believe, will do something just for us. But we have to turn to him in number. Individually, I'm sure there are servants of the Most High all over the place that are doing great. But collectively, we're suffering as a nation. So if we tried that, just put the guns down. Serious. I mean, somebody come to your house, you're threatened, all right. But don't take up arms, become an army, and go out and try to find your oppressor or your oppressor's cousin and start that thing. Defense is one thing, but you won't win by war. You win by turning back to the Most High God, your Creator, that made you. So anyway, I'm not going to keep pushing that. I don't even know if this is a good message. But that's what it's been on my mind to do for a while, to say something about that. Again, there's so much going on, and that I just turned on the recorder and said what, just went for it. So I didn't really prepare anything, just talking to you. Somebody asked me, I'm not going to blab, hey man, make a YouTube video. And the things that I say one-on-one with a person, that it may move and inspire that person, it may not do it on a YouTube video, but because of the request, all right, and they say, man, you need to do this, da-da-da-da-da, I made this one video. So here we go. I'm not going to ask you to hit like or subscribe or anything like that. If you want to, that's great, do that. But what I will ask you to do for the video cuts out is I write. I love to write. I don't write according to the things I say, like deep. They have a lot of books out there with knowledge in it and history, and I don't need to write that. You need to go out and find it and read it. There's nothing I can write that hasn't already been written about the things that I'm saying. You know, I learned a lot from writing, but from reading. I'm sorry, but I write. So check me out on Amazon, Benjamin Yisrael. I got 3 crime fiction books out right now. I got Kadosh One, Serial Killer, Loving Harmony, that's the latest one, and Prison Bitch, A Boy in Men's Prison. And man, when I came out, somebody stalking me, because when I came out with Prison Bitch, somebody came out with some kind of fucking gay ass porn shit. That ain't it. But all my books they're violent and they're crime, so cursing, sex. It's not for kids at all. I don't have anything except for Prison Bitch that I would recommend, but that's only to at-risk youth, violent offender youth, that you want to try to give some insight into the pathway, the school to prison pipeline, and all that stuff. But anyway, by buying those books, fair exchange is no robbery. I don't need donations, Cash App, none of that kind of stuff. But that's how I put food on the table, and I'd like to be able to do more. I got some more stuff out there, more stuff coming, but buy a book. That's the best thing you can do for me. You can do the Kindle thing. I get a penny for every page you read. If you just want me to have the penny. So, but anyway, buy a book, pump the book, do what you can, read it, and then give me some feedback. Say, hey, man, I got some friends. Hey, man, you spelled a word wrong. Look, I self-edited. I did that myself because I wanted it out there. I self-published. I hired an editor, and she sucked, but that's okay. Love you. I didn't mean to say that. Anyway, shalom. Thanks for watching.